Fam over.
Fam, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Thou, FamOverTV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by. Whatever you're doing, I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody out there, man. I hope y'all having a good day out there, man, on this good Thursday. Good energy. A lot of crazy stuff going on in the world still, y'all. Y'all heard about Puerto Rico facing that blackout? Is they testing something on them on a small test area before they hit everybody or something with the blackout or something? What y'all think? I find it kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody in the building. Rochelle, appreciate you. Rochelle, new member. My girl Rochelle in the building. Buddha. Christy, what's going on? Divine, Midwest, Soul, Museum. Yeah, that's crazy. I think they might be trying to test something on Puerto Rico. They said they don't know what's going on. My VV, what's up with you? Supreme. I don't know. I know that's scary though. I think they've been without power for like 2 days now. Maybe a little bit more, 2 or 3 days or something. So I just gotta send love and light down that way, man. Hopefully everybody make it through and hopefully it'll be all good. But I definitely believe like they testing something or something because they ain't even got no explanation for it. Like what happened or nothing. They just said it's a blackout going on. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Salute, Rochelle. Appreciate you, Rochelle. Coming a new member. Much love to you. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into this content. Not impressed. What's up, fam? Let's get into it, y'all.
And crews in Puerto Rico are still working to fix service after more than 1 million people were left without power yesterday. The island-wide blackout came as the heavily Catholic U.S. territory is preparing to celebrate Easter. Power generator says that it is now working to find out why energy plants across the island unexpectedly shut down. This is the second island-wide blackout to hit Puerto Rico in less than 4 months.
Day 2 of power outages in Puerto Rico. Depending on what area you live in the island, please comment what part of the island you live in and if you have power or not. This will give others ideas of the situation. The public train in Puerto Rico had no power, so people had to walk. There was a park in Perre and people were trapped in carts. And Noticias Telemundo said this is the result of 2 old plants that are poorly maintained. Now, airports, first responders, and hospitals switch up to backup generators. Some hotels also have backup generators, so not everyone in the island has that kind of resources. My fiance yesterday told me this feels like Hurricane Maria. She is currently on the island, and this was the line yesterday for gas. Now, what's funny, yesterday, someone in the comment said that the governor is not even in Puerto Rico, and there's no update of when she's going to be back in the island.
Wow.
And let me tell you what, a lot of people are upset. Now, unfortunately, this is nothing new in Puerto Rico. And I continue to say this is going to be the worst summer for power outages in Perre. Now I'm seeing videos and comments that people are trying to look out after the elderly. Neighbor to neighbors are making sure that they're okay. And even if you're not from Perre, people are asking, hey, what you need? And this demonstrates Puerto Rican core because the people in the island are humble and they do not deserve this. I'll try to keep everyone posted. Again, comment where you live and if you have power or not. Now, my fiance lives in the Bayamon area, so she did notice that the power was going on and off last night, so they're all working on it.
So we're in Puerto Rico right now. There is a complete island blackout, and nobody knows why. I'm with my sister, my fiance, My brother-in-law and my 3 nieces, which are all under 3.5. We're on vacation. We don't have extra batteries, extra lamps, extra candles, extra anything. We literally just packed for vacation.
Damn, I ain't think about the people that's down there on vacation. Wow.
Yeah, we're just living. I mean, we got a headlamp that kind of died, but we got a fridge stocked full with food right now.
The fridge is stocked with food.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, the fridge doesn't work. So we got some ice. Hopefully it lasts a little while.
So, yeah.
Luckily they had a propane tank.
Yeah, they had a propane tank, so
good.
we could use the grill.
Yeah.
But
Probably gonna eat some burgers for breakfast tomorrow.
everything's gonna go bad in the morning. We have nothing.
Got a lot of milk.
So this should be interesting. Wish us luck. Hopefully there is power in the morning.
Some power, yeah.
But it's really not looking good. I mean, we could survive. We're okay. But like
fine. A
my
lot of
little
babies in the
nieces,
house.
it's like 80+ degrees in this place.
Yeah.
These little babies were screaming, going.
That's crazy, y'all. Man, I gotta send love down that way, man. Hopefully everybody turn out. I hope the power just get restored real quick. I hope it's restored by now. I don't know, but that's crazy. Just imagine you being down there on vacation and then this happened and everything. Like they said, you don't even have the essentials to even survive this right now. You like, man, these days right now, man, you might want to stay at the crib right now with everything that's going on with these plane crashes and helicopters. And I wouldn't even trust trains and nothing right now. I wouldn't trust nothing but myself driving at this point. Salute to everybody in the building. What's up, Nudie? David? D-Void, what up, fam? E-Lang, what's good with you? Bang Boogie, Travis, what's up with you? It's good seeing all y'all, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Keep the algorithm jumping. And let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, y'all.
There to stay.
A permanent lunar base, and we're going back to the moon, back to the future, and this time back to stay.
Turn to the moon by 2020 as the launching point for missions beyond.
And by 2025, we expect new spacecraft designed for long journeys to allow us to begin the first ever crewed missions beyond the moon into deep space, into the solar system. Not just to visit, but to stay.
It marks an important step in returning American astronauts to the moon.
We will return American astronauts to the moon
within the next 5 years.
We're going to go to the moon. We're going to have a base on the moon. We're going to send people to Mars and make life multiplanetary.
The United States will return astronauts to the lunar surface. We will establish the first lunar base camp and the first station in lunar orbit. We intend to land an international astronaut on the surface of the moon by the end of the decade.
All those dates, they still been capping. They trying to act like we went up there and everything. They capping every time. Oh yeah, we're gonna be there by 2025. We're gonna be there by 2030 and all this. Like, come on, man. This is ridiculous.
Could this be a soft disclosure? United States Air Force's Stephen F. Quast of Space Force was releasing what sounded like soft disclosure of energy sources during this press conference. Also, if you remember, President Trump did this a few days back. Could this be a soft disclosure? Listen up.
The seed corn of all development, all growth, all survival, energy. So energy, transportation, information, and manufacturing, these are the things that change humanity, that will change world power, and they are descending upon us in ways that are very unique. The technology is on the engineering benches today, but most Americans and most in Congress have not had time to really look deeply at what's going on here. But I've had the benefit of 33 years of studying and becoming friends with these engineers and these scientists. This technology can be built today with technology that is not developmental to deliver any human being from any place on planet Earth to any other place in less than an hour. To deliver Wi-Fi from space where you never need a cell tower to connect. to deliver energy from space where you never have to plug your phone in and it trickle charges, and you can use that energy over time. It can be applied to cars, to houses.
So this is gonna be Wi-Fi all around the world, huh? Coming from space.
The technology of Edison and Tesla that we live with in our energy environment, our paradigm today, is expensive, it's dangerous, and it's wasteful. Plug it into the wall, but yet that's what we all do because we are used to paradigms. The power of space will change world power forever. And it doesn't have to be a big country to do it. It can be a small island country, let's say New Zealand. Because the technology, if optimized, can change world power, and there's nothing you can do if you don't have that power. The nature of power. You either have it and your values rule, or you do not have it and you must submit. We see that play out again and again in history, and it's playing out now. But we get trapped.
The funny thing is, I think they got the technology, probably they got whatever they need to probably make that happen, and they just ain't, brought it to the public yet. I'm pretty sure they probably it's probably a way where it could just be Wi-Fi everywhere. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I definitely don't be trusting none of these officials or government officials or these people. And I don't be trusting nobody. I don't trust nobody. You got to prove it to us at this point. Let's keep it going, man. Salute to everybody in the building. What up, Shoes? Danny, what's up with you? Patricia, what's good?
The whole purpose of the Katy Perry debacle is to prove that the Earth is a globe. The money shot was the shot out of the window. There's nobody inside of that thing, okay? If you think Katy Perry is inside of this thing with her buddies, all dolled up, like nothing. I mean, look at the impact that this thousands of pounds capsule makes when it crash lands on Earth. Nobody's wearing a seatbelt. Nobody's wearing a helmet. Nobody's wearing nothing in there. Do you understand? And instead of there being the medics, the fire department, fucking ambulance, right? It's Jeff Bezos and TMZ opening the door. Okay? And you would think that there would be maybe an injury in there. Someone got hurt in there, right? Because that thing fucking crash landed on Earth. But look, Katy Perry walks out. Not a scratch, not a bruise, nothing. Nothing. This was all to prove to you that space is real and the Earth is a ball spinning. The money shot was when they looked out the window. But these are all satanic witches on the world stage. The Earth is still flat and space is still fake. God bless.
Y'all, this man Elon just glitched in real life and this shit caught on camera, y'all. So Elon Musk was walking and there was a guy next to him, I guess, interviewing him or whatever. But then this man's brain just started malfunctioning, y'all. I'm not even trying to be funny at this point. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck was going through this man's brain. He was up there doing some little weird movements, y'all. People say it's the ketamine.
Hey, I think Elon like is a hybrid human. I think he like half robot, half human, or if he not half robot, he like an alien or something. Like it's something about Elon Musk, y'all. I don't know what it is, but my energy and my feelings, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's something about him. He might be a fucking alien or something, but I think he like a hybrid or something, y'all. But that's my opinion. Let me say that. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
But look at this video over my head. Let's be honest. This do not look normal, y'all. This was the same shit he was doing that day when he was at the inauguration. Y'all remember he was moving his head around and shit, and then somebody was recording him and he caught that person in the crowd and shit. The movement he was just doing, this is what it remind me of. Y'all remember this scene from Men in Black, don't y'all? That's what it remind me of. This shit crazy. This man real live moving like he in a simulation. So what y'all think? Glitch in the Matrix or something else? Or is it the ketamine? Or is it he's one of them people from Men in Black? Y'all let me know down below in the comments. This shit crazy.
However, it seems I'm not so popular with certain people. One of them is your wife, Mr. King. She is very worried about me advocating for students. However, I want to commend her for bringing attention on her social media posts to some of my greatest accomplishments, like being the youngest person ever to give a speech on stage at a Trump rally. The crowd was over 10,000 people and millions more online. Also the fact I've been involved in politics since I was 6 years old. That was my own choosing, as my parents were completely uninvolved in politics until I expressed an interest in it. So, your wife, Mr. King, is upset that a 14-year-old is advocating so well for herself and others, that she's making her own decisions about the direction of her life. Apparently, she fails to recognize her own hypocrisy in all this, considering she supports the Pride movement, a movement that openly touts children as toddlers deciding to change their gender. Let me speak. No. And
What? She support toddlers changing their genders? How can a toddler even make a decision like that? Like, who the fuck support that crazy ass shit?
And adults must affirm that child's will. Put it on social media. Keep going, Amelia. Mr. King. I reclaim my time. This is my time to speak, not yours. Mr. King, others weighed in. Mr. King, others weighed in on your wife's social media posts. One called me an unfortunate child. I'm not unfortunate at all. The unfortunate children are those of leftist parents who use their children's transgender identity as a badge of honor. Who fight to keep graphic books in school libraries so their children can read them, then be susceptible to being groomed or victims of crimes.
You see how them grown motherfuckers is so disrespectful? Y'all see them getting up and just walking out while she talking and everything because she talking some real shit. I'm glad she on their ass like that. 14 years old. She's stepping on them.
They want
girl.
in schools and even take their kids to pride parades where women expose their and everyone touts the virtues or lack thereof. With being part of all that insanity. No to all that, I am an extremely fortunate child. My parents taught me morals and values and how to critically think and do my own research. I have a dad who works extremely hard and even risked his life to serve our country in 2 wars. So I've learned respect for the American flag, Pledge of Allegiance, veterans, and love for our country. My parents recognized the decline of public schools and saved me from that toxic environment. I'm learning more being homeschooled than I ever did in public school.
Right.
Perhaps your wife and her ilk feel threatened by me advocating for kids because I pose a threat to their system, a system that indoctrinates kids into mindless activists who will be unable to fully function in the real world or lead happy lives.
Right.
My advice is to stop worrying about me and worry about the effects the public school's destructive agendas are having on your own kids. I'm the fortunate one here. Your kids, not so much.
Yeah, girl. I need to find out her name. I need to support her. I need to follow her on social media and everything. I'm glad she just was talking shit to them. She should have ended it like with y'all bitch ass motherfuckers walking out. I'm 14. Soft ass motherfuckers. Keep it going though, y'all. Let's keep it going. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Keep the algorithm jumping, man. Salute to everybody in the building. She did a hell of a job, man.
Now, listen to this. So I was looking at a world map today, and I'm like, wait a second. Like, all these countries are completely in a different place. Like, look at where South America is. South America has always been under North America, and now it's in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Look at New Zealand. Look at some of these other islands and where they are. You can't tell me that this map wasn't different 5 years ago. Okay, so I started going down the rabbit hole, and
They probably switched up the maps.
Home Depot, right? I go there all the time. I was there a couple weeks ago. Except it's not called Home Depot. It's called the Home Depot. Yeah, there's a the in front of the Home Depot. King Tut, right? We all learned about him in school, and we've seen that famous mask, right? That's solid gold that he wears. What's on the top of it? A giant cobra. Nope, there isn't one. Okay, there is a cobra, but it's to the right, and there's also another vulture on the other side. It's completely different. Think about Skip line to say is, take my strong hand. Except he never says that. Now he says, take my hand. If you don't believe me, look it up for yourself. Like, something is going on. We've shifted into another dimension.
In the
Hey, D-Void, what you just said, what if Mandela Effect is a mass global psyop? If you watch Black Mirror, the new season, it's an episode on there about the Mandela Effect, and it's like some mass type of crazy thing that it make you think, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow, maybe that's exactly what they doing. I don't want to give up the episode. Y'all need to go check it out and everything, but Black Mirror, new season, it's an episode on there, and they talking about the Mandela Effect and how people, that's why I was like, man, maybe CERN is like a big Mandela Effect, mass global type thing or something, you know, like maybe they is like switching shit up and we just, you know, I don't know, but it make a lot of sense. But let's keep it going.
1800s, several technologies faced suppression or under-recognition due to a combination of economic, social, and political factors. One notable example is Nikola Tesla's early work on wireless energy transmission, which challenged the conventional and profitable wired systems controlled by established power companies. The suppression of his inventions was largely due to vested interests aiming to maintain control over energy distribution and the lucrative infrastructure associated with it. Another significant technology that encountered resistance was the electric vehicle. During the late 1800s, electric cars were developed and showed considerable promise. However,
did y'all know they had electric cars in the 1800s, y'all? I thought this was cap. I was like, man, this is fake. This ain't no real shit, but they had electric cars in the 1800s. That right there proved that it was advanced technology back then. Maybe that reset and all that shit is real, like, it made like, man.
Were overshadowed by the internal combustion engine, mostly due to the substantial investments in oil and gas industries and the limited range and battery life of early electric prototypes. Railroad innovations were also selectively stifled. For instance, advancements in safety systems, like continuous brakes and automatic coupling, were delayed by railroad companies prioritizing cost-cutting over safety improvements, despite the potential to save lives and enhance operational efficiency. These examples, among others, illustrate how economic dominance, potential disruption to established industries, and the inertia of existing business models contributed to the suppression or delayed deployment of transformative technologies during the 1800s.
You know, there are huge corporations that have very large investments in a particular path of technology, which is ours.
Right.
And for somebody to come up with a whole new path of technology, it's very threatening to them. And much better from their point of view to suppress it, or if they can't suppress it, to kind of buy it and hide it. And keep things on the track that they're on now. I would say that's the motive.
This is the Trump report, and it's signed by John G. Trump. And you're not going to believe this. This is President Trump's uncle. No kid. Yeah, it is crazy.
John G. Trump, the uncle of Donald Trump, the 45th president of the United States. At the time of Tesla's death in 1943, during the height of World War II, Trump, a highly respected electrical engineer and physicist, had been working for the National Defense Research Committee, an organization dedicated to scientific research for matters of warfare. It was for this reason that the U.S. Office of Alien Property Custodian assigned John G. Trump to gather up all of the deceased scientists' belongings.
Man, I think this how Trump them got their fortunes and everything. I think this might be this the play right here. It make a lot of sense, and this is out. Everybody know about this. Everybody know Trump them got Nikola Tesla papers and all his documents and everything. They know. They probably got the time traveling shit, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, boss lady, she probably fall in when she can or something. She probably busy or something, but I'm sure she'll hop in soon.
But despite retrieving what Tesla claimed were 80 trunks filled with scientific papers, Trump claimed only 30 trunks were found at Tesla's hotel.
The fact that the beginnings of electric car technology came into existence in 1839. Electric-powered cars were in development and put into use in the mid to late 1800s. There are even images of fleets of electric cars plugged in and charging. Electric cars were so popular that President Woodrow Wilson owned one, loved it, and drove it all around Washington, D.C. The batteries in these cars used salt, much different than the current lithium-ion technology. Other alternative energy developments at the time included a wind turbine that was built in 1888 that proceeded to power a house successfully for the next 20 years. And if that wasn't enough, the first U.S. solar panels were installed on a rooftop in New York in 1884. Yeah, that's worth repeating.
What? Man, y'all hear that? Solar panels was installed on a rooftop back in 1884. I thought that solar panel shit just started coming about in the 2000s. Everybody started putting it on their houses and everything. Man, that let you know, y'all. That let you know.
Solar panels installed on a rooftop 138 years ago. So knowing that all of these alternative energy ideas were discovered and in existence over a century ago, you can even imagine how advanced these technologies would be today if they were allowed to progress unfettered.
Protect this man at all costs. We know how this goes.
He said he the new Tesla. He said Elon Tesla. He meant to say Nikola Tesla. My man right here, he's from Chicago, y'all. He created his own diesel fluid. And he put it in a truck, and the truck ran off the diesel fluid. He better be careful. You know they don't like that. And then it's a crazy little video right after this. I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna let it play, but check this out. This cool, but he better stay safe, man. You know how this game get. You seen what happened to them dudes that create them cars that can run off of water. That was showing everybody like, yeah, we can run cars off of water. Where they at? They disappeared, didn't they? Shit, serious.
Here, I have plastic diesel. Yeah. A diesel alternative I made from plastic waste. And what we have beside me here, we have two Ford 1997 F-250 Power Stroke 7.3s. And we're gonna put my plastic diesel alternative made from plastic waste inside of the first ever F-250 to run off of plastic waste in Chicago, baby. Yeah. And we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison to see how real diesel does versus my diesel inside of this truck. So Tony, let's go ahead and get this diesel in here. Shot myself.
I got it. Tell us what he's doing.
All right. Pasta diesel is inside of the pail, and we're gonna hook up the fuel hose to it.
He ran the diesel or the truck out of diesel.
Yes, it's out of diesel.
It's crazy because watching this, I'm scared watching this for him. I'm scared for him as I'm watching this. I'm like, damn, right, D-Boy, and he in Chicago, you know they can play it off like some YNs that slid on him and everything. Like, oh, it was another tragic event or something. I hope it don't happen like that. He really need to get away from up there, but man, you got to go off the grid to survive once you let this out into the public. That the top dogs is not gonna like this.
It's gonna take a minute to start. All right, everybody, make our way back to the front. If you want to support my mission to take sunlight and turn sunlight into fuel made from plastic waste, You can go to my GoFundMe here. We're looking to raise $16,000 to get all the solar equipment I need. All right, is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Hey, look, I gotta ask. Do you guys think it's gonna run?
Yeah. We know it's gonna run.
All right, Cody, hit it.
You gotta get in the system first. Yeah. Give it a minute. You gotta get in the engine. We're doing it.
Damn, that must sound like it need a tune up or something, though.
History right here, the first ever Ford F-250 to run off of plastic waste right here in Chicago, Illinois, baby. Right here.
That's amazing, man. He better go somewhere in Chicago. He better go to somewhere, one of them hoods or somewhere, and get some protection and don't leave. I wouldn't leave the house or nothing unless, like, for nothing. Unless you got a play or something, like, man, these instances in this case like this shit's so serious and so scary. I advise him just to sell it. Just sell the whole idea, your whole invention to somebody for a lot of money, man. Like, man, y'all gotta pay me until I can take care of my family forever, and y'all can have it. And y'all can bring it out when y'all want to or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure, he might be one of those people that want to, give it to the people and everything, but man, this shit right here, I'm watching this and I'm like, damn, like I'm already thinking ahead, like, man, he better be safe. That's amazing.
Doesn't sound strong to me. Bro.
Died today. If I hadn't pulled over, I literally probably would be dead right now. Because look, my wheel lugs were not tightened back. And the wheel.
Look at that. They didn't waste no time. Y'all. He was on the expressway. He had his wheel lugs weren't even on there. They ain't even on the wheel. If it would have came off, he would have had a crazy accident, everything. Thank God he got off. You know what I'm saying?
It's literally coming off. Look at this. It literally is like chamfered. And I was on the interstate going 70 miles per hour. I don't know if this was sabotage or if this was an accident. But if I hadn't pulled over when I did, because it was getting so loud.
That wasn't no accident, my boy. I
probably would have rolled over. Who knows what would have happened? I don't know if the other side is coming off, but this side, the driver's side, literally. Wow. That's crazy. And now that I made it to the gas station, I just pulled up from back there, and my car would barely drive up to this parking slot. So I literally was probably just one more mile away from the entire wheel just flying off, and I have a rollover at 70 miles per hour with all my equipment in the vehicle. And so when I was pulling into the gas station off the interstate exit, my steering wheel was shaking. The entire vehicle was shaking. It sounded horrible. It sounded like Thomas the Train, like a choo-choo train, the sound. And I thought it was my wheel bearings again, because that's what I went to put it into the shop for. I did not think it was this. So now my the tire thing, I don't even know what they're called right now, but the things the lug nuts spin onto, they're probably stripped completely. And it's like, oh my goodness. I just got the bearings replaced on both the front wheels, and now that. And then, of course, gotta get it towed. But you know what? I'm just grateful that I'm still here, because I was literally probably a mile from death or extreme.
Man, they play a dirty game, y'all. Y'all see how quick that was? And then he went to the car shop trying to get some wheel bearings put on, man. You know how quick they put the call in, or they probably had somebody following him or something. They probably, once he left his car at the shop, they probably told him like, hey, take them lug nuts off, man. And you better not say shit, or we gonna wipe you out too. Like, man, you see, that's a cold game, y'all. That's a cold game. Like, you can't, that's why I say he got to be super smart. You can't even be like that type of shit. You can't be going to no car shops. You can't go eat at no restaurants right now. You really can't do nothing. You need to go sit your ass down in the house. You got to tell one of the homies like, hey, man, y'all got to go out for me. And I wouldn't be talking on no phones or nothing. That's why I was like, man, you might as well just try to sell it to somebody. Find somebody and leave. Holla at Trizzy or something like, man, I'll sell it to y'all, man. Just give me some millions or something, man. But that's scary, y'all. That's scary. Let's keep it going, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me, y'all. Keep the algorithm jumping. See? Y'all see how quick they got on him?
No, the rich stay.
Man, hold on. Was that real? Man, how is he doing that? It's like he floating. How is he doing that, y'all? How? That's amazing right there. I don't know how he doing that, but that's amazing.
No, the rich stay rich off of death. Let me tell you something. The Rockefellers, they invented the get rich scheme that nobody used. It's called whole life insurance policy. So what you do is you tap everything to a whole life insurance policy, all your businesses, all your assets, everything, and you borrow money up into that. And your policy is 20 million. And say when you die, you get 20 million in there. So your family get 20 million. Right? And then all your assets in there, you don't have to pay taxes on. It's only gonna be the taxes at the time that you got it. It ain't gonna go through the whole tax thing. That's how Donald Trump kept all his property. That's why they say he don't pay taxes. So y'all don't pay attention. So nobody know financial literacy.
But then they're addicted to money, though. They don't know financial literacy, but they're addicted to trying to paper chase and make the money. But don't even know how to...
addicted. The females are addicted to love. So they're running around with people that make them feel good. Instead of being with the man that's right. The man that's doing the right thing, they're going to be with the man that make them feel good. See, everybody worried about feelings. But I'm going to tell you this. Your feelings going to drive you to a brick wall every time.
Right. You know when they say all the world is a stage? It's not just a saying. Putin is an actor. Trump, we know, had his own reality show. Zelensky didn't just have a TV show. He had a Netflix series for 5 years where he played a normal guy who ended up becoming president of Ukraine. Every single one of them has an IMDb.
What?
And here's the kicker. The Pentagon has its own studio. The Pentagon. Washington, D.C. You understand that? And I want you to Google this and look it up for yourself. Obama, lovely Obama, has a production company. He has a deal with Netflix for over 200 movies. One of them including Leave the World Behind. He produced that, one of the producers on it. Now people would say, oh, he's just giving his advice because he was president, therefore he can give some good, feedback on when they're really writing it. Stop. When are you guys gonna wake up? You're in a show. Not say
all the politicians, actors and actresses. I know it. You know what I'm saying? I know my boy Trizzy, an actor. He started off on that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? He's an entertainer for sure. All of them. Democrats, Republicans, all that shit, man. All that shit. All the politics ain't nothing but a show. Fucking acting.
don't participate, but just understand that don't get too involved because it's And they're laughing at you. The distraction is amazing. But underneath that, we actually are the writers and the creators. And they need us to make it happen. We have the power. That's the good news.
They hid the truth from you about Easter, and the church pulled the greatest marketing play of all time. We think that Christmas and Easter represent the birth and the crucifixion of Jesus. In reality, they're both pagan holidays. Christmas is about Saturnalia and has a lot of sacrifices going on. Have you ever wondered why we have Easter bunnies and eggs? The eggs represent fertility. Easter bunnies, they like to bang a lot and fast. And so that's what people were doing. 9 months later, you happen to have Christmas come around. What do you think they're sacrificing? You see, Easter is actually named after the Norse goddess Istre, which represents the spring coming in. And so how does this connect to the church? Well, you see, at the time, the Roman Catholic Church, they wanted more Christians. So how do you get pagans into this culture? Well, you have to go into their world. So they found a way to take these highly charged emotions from these pagan holidays and combine it with Christianity, therefore indoctrinating pagan culture into Christianity.
Good Friday is supposed to be when, Jesus was crucified.
It's too easy. Just hold up. I know you don't believe me. Let them folk tell you.
The black dollar has been so decentralized since gentrification and the fall of Black Wall Street that it's next to impossible for a community to get on their feet, get past the drugs, the food. The food's the original drug. The hurting, the fucking 25% definite, not chance, but definitely being locked up, the abortion rates. Like our position, I don't have the exact answer to the equation of how to get out of where we are, but I'm not going to say we're not in where we are. And
Right.
This might be some Star Wars shit where it take generation after generation after generation where it'd be north and it'd be this and be that, but it's like you either on this side of it or you on that side. Cardi took the blue pill, but he made his name off of the red pill. The Matrix. The red pill is the niggas like Neo. The blue pill are the agents. So now Cardi is an agent. And you will see him like, you see on the joint where somebody touches them and then they become the agent? Yeah. That's what happened. They come, them Jewish people come, the record people come, they'll say, they literally called Ty Dolla and said, and this is coercion. That's why these niggas gonna be locked up someday. They'll come to you, they said, Ty, you have to denounce Ye publicly or we're gonna drop your artist, Leon. We're gonna cancel all your tours. So they on some mob shit. So it's die, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They up here threatening niggas, stopping their money. This is real life shit off of a statement. Off of me wearing a motherfucking chain. Off of me wearing they pain. But they playing, turning up, promoting, and making money off of our pain. But if I wear a piece of they pain, then they're gonna threaten to destroy everything moving, everyone around, destroying people's lives. We're going to destroy Leon's life. Leon did that whole SZA album, and now we're gonna destroy his life if you don't denounce this man's tweet type shit.
Do you talk to these people like before you send out a tweet? Because I would imagine he would give you a call and say, "Yeah, I'm in a tough spot." Like, and again, I think you said something important. You're not expecting everybody around you to be dick riders and agree with you, but when they speak out against you, you feel like it's either unnecessary or that's a form of betrayal, right?
Yeah, like Ty put up the tweet before we landed. He said, "I gotta say something." I said, "Say I'm not racist, but Ye is." We agreed upon that. When I landed, he put up, "I don't condone hate speech." You letting these niggas put words in your mouth. I 100x'd, 137x'd his career. Not one, not two, not 20, 137x'd it. And while I'm on a plane, you put up word by word Jewish vernacular. My thing is we can sit and talk it out. I know they on your head, but nigga, you don't got to denounce me, period. And if you do,
You talk to me about how we gonna do it. See, all these street niggas and this niggas running around with guns, got bodies, they think they boss, so they think I'm a motherfucking Vic or some shit. They think because I give niggas high salaries, nigga, I'm a billionaire, nigga, I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Hey, Ye be talking some real shit sometimes, y'all. But sometimes Ye, I really think Ye is bipolar though. I'm gonna just keep it real, you know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. Cause sometimes he'll be on some whole other stuff on the left, then he'll come all the way back to the right. But a lot of times he be talking real shit, you know what I'm saying? He be knowing what he's saying. But when he went into like that one mode when he was in Montana and he had the church and they was doing worship and praise and he was going super hard, and then all of a sudden that's done. He done with that now. He back on nigga, all this shit and everything. So I don't know, man. Yeah, he just be tripping, but he probably done went through so much. There ain't no telling what, you know what I'm saying, Kim K done did. Kim K probably done shit fuck my Ye mind up, you feel me? Melio, what's up, Melio? My dog Melio be shooting those videos. My dog from the town in the building. Let's keep it going. Hey Riley, I seen you put Viagra in the chat, man. I was laughing at it because every time I get on like motherfucking TikTok or all these other things, why is they promoting it so heavy? Like every other video, they got an advertisement like the Blue Chew. Like they got girls even talking about like, hey, have you tried the Blue Chew? My husband, he tried the Blue Chew. I can tell every time he's going to Blue Chew and all this. I'm like, man, they want motherfuckers to take these Viagras and everything, man. They go, man, you get to taking those Viagras, man, your thing ain't gonna work when you get older. And if you older and you trying to, you know what I'm saying, shit, I wouldn't be fucking with them Viagras, y'all, if I was y'all. Stay away from them, but they promoting them super hard. Super hard. No Diddy. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Another school shooting, but this time it was at a college. It was at FSU in Florida, and this is horrible. These things will not stop happening. They will not stop happening. Apparently, it was 2 shooters this time, which you don't see very often. It was 2 shooters. One of them have been neutralized. They were unalive on the scene in a shootout with the...
Hold on, before we get into this serious topic right here and everything. I see y'all talk. Yeah, Rose Sparks. I seen Shannon Sharp talking about it. DJ gonna say they work. Man, y'all crazy as hell, man. It's something to it. It might work, but it definitely affecting the man somehow, some way. A motherfucker probably do work, but you probably got to take it for the rest of your life. I'm gonna stay natural. I'm gonna come natural as long as I can. T. Taylor, what up with you? Let's get into it, dog. Let's keep it.
Police, and the other was taken into police custody, but there's also, to be believed, a third shooter. There are 5 people who have been unalive due to the shooters, and they don't know if they're students or faculty or whatever the case may be, and there were 4 others that were injured. You just can't make this up. And mind you, this is at a really big university. This isn't a small thing whatsoever. This is a huge university. Very well-known and prestigious university where a shooting just happened. Meanwhile, these college students are just going to class. They're just trying to go to class. And then you got, I don't know the motive. I don't even know at this time who the shooters are, but you got people who come and open fire on innocent individuals. We can't sit here and keep blaming guns to be the problem. It is clearly people who is the problem. It is clearly Satan who is the problem. That's the problem.
I think it's like a mass thing going on. MK Ultra, somehow they putting it into like television shows and radio and food, and it's triggering some of these people to do some crazy stuff. Like I think that's what's going on, really, because there's too much crazy shit going on.
Okay, he is the God of this world, and he is influencing a lot of things in the air for a lot of people right now. The Bible calls him the Prince of the Air. And this is another sign of birth pains. Not only just the sheer violence across the world, but the sheer violence now on young people, on kids, on young adults, on college students, on people who just graduated from high school, right? You're starting to see it. You're starting to see the evil take place everywhere in everyone's life at the age of literal, like before they're even born, up until, you know, the oldest age. You're starting to see evil ramp up, and this is what we will continue to see. It's not going to be any type of gun laws that change this, okay? It's because of Satan. It's because of the enemy. It's because of the God of this world.
Fell immediately with our media, and Florida police has announced that the Florida State shooter is the son of a Leon County Sheriff's deputy.
Damn.
Son of a deputy is up there shooting in the classes at Florida State. Horrible. Right now, the Florida State shooting, 2 people are confirmed dead and 5 others hospitalized. The shooter is in custody. Condolences to the fallen.
Makes you think, wow, did you get your guns from your dad? Like, this is sad right here. That's crazy. Like, it was the son of a Leon County Sheriff's deputy.
And I really think that mental health awareness and mental health check.
Oh, maybe it was a lady, though. Maybe your mom or your dad. I don't know.
Checks need to be made on individuals using guns.
Man, get in here, get in here, get in here. I have always often got this question or listened to a lot of people's talk about the so-called Mayans and who's the original peoples of Mexico. These peoples or these peoples? So now I'm about to show you an Indian chief of Mexico in real life. Have you ever heard of this guy right here? Have you? I know you didn't, but go ahead and take a screenshot. And if you want his background, go ahead and take a screenshot. But as you can see, he was born in Mexico, right? But guess the area of one of many Mexican chiefs of the Maya and Mississippi culture. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And of course his name is Chief Running Wolf. Gonna take a screenshot. And this is when he was at the Trustee Club on Sunday, April the 1st, with a lot of his kinfolks from Mississippi.
Nick, what up?
Right? New Orleans. And of course, Mexico. But they don't talk about him now, do they? Go ahead and take another screenshot. Now, this is where he was recruiting people for the war. Okay? That's all need to be said about that. And this is the downfall of what happened to my man. He slayed his wife, man. He unalived his wife, man. Go ahead and take a screenshot.
Allegedly. They probably was putting the play down way back then, too.
But I say that to say this. Finally, you see how this man was replaced with that man, which is this man. Go ahead and take a screenshot. Running Wolf, and ended up at a patient at a hospital after the World War. So if you'd like to donate $1, I greatly appreciate it. But it's secret I just revealed.
Shit is getting weird, y'all. And it's getting tougher to just pretend like there's not strange energy in the air when I know that there is. I could feel it, and even my body can feel it. My body is acting strange. I'm just more tired for some reason. I'm actually a little scared. Like, I'm a little nervous because it feel like we just going back in time, y'all. Like Roe v. Wade, DEI, all these things getting overturned. Government literally look like a fucking episode of Simpsons or something, or Family Guy, or Adult Swim. job market, everybody's struggling to get a job market suck ass. I don't know who said this quote, and I'm probably not even quoting this quote right, but it's like, what, I think it's Malcolm X. What is the world to a man if he gains the world but loses himself, or something like that? Pretty much, if the world around you is so fucked, what doesn't make it that you are the only person who is having a good time? Like, you the only person having a good time, and everything and everyone else around you is corrupt or is gone.
Hey, welcome to the world we living in. I just stopped giving a fuck. I don't even care no more. I'm just having fun looking into all this crazy stuff and learning more and more and going down these rabbit holes and just, you know what I'm saying, trying to learn some real history and shit that I never was taught and shit that was kept from us, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely stopped giving a fuck because you'll go crazy with all this crazy shit, man. But that's why I tell everybody, stay on wave, y'all. Take it day by day. Protect your peace watching these videos. You feel me? Keep that good energy around. Keep showing love. Keep vibrating those high frequencies. In the end, we will win. You feel me? Salute to my moderators, content management, everybody. It's your boy Thou, FamOverTV. I see y'all real soon. It was good seeing all y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me too on y'all way out. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, y'all. Peace and love, health and wealth to everybody. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Fam over.